So, Father, draw us closer to you every day that we go. Lord, help us to be all that you want us to be. And the closer we draw to you, the more we become like you. Father, that's what you want us to be. Jesus didn't sit back idly and do nothing. He was busy, not just busy work, but busy accomplishing your purposes, your tasks that you have set before him. Father, draw us close to you so that we will be like Jesus. This we pray in the name of Christ. Amen. I invite you this morning to turn with me to Exodus chapter 19. Exodus chapter 19. The title of the sermon this morning is Talk is Cheap, Actions Are for Real. And it's amazing. Have you ever heard anybody, or maybe you've said it before, one of your kids, and see you do something, pretty soon they do the same thing. You tell them, don't do that. But why? Because I said. Anybody ever been guilty of that? Yeah. Because I said. Words are cheap. But folks, kids, just like adults, we grew up, we're just big kids, all we are. Kids watch parents. They watch adults. No matter what you tell a child, they're going to do what they see you do. They're going to mimic you. Words are oftentimes very cheap. We found out this past year in the political setting, politicians across the board from city level all the way through are promising all of these things. If you'll just vote for me, this is what I'll give you. And I'm pretty sure that some of those promises were actually heartfelt and meant. I'm not so sure about the rest of them. A lot of times people say what sounds good or say what they want you to think, but that's not really what they mean. You ever been around people who say that? Mm-hmm. A lot of people speak out of the best of intentions at the moment, but they don't think things out before they speak. They don't really plan things out, and it winds up being, coming across at least, as insincere. As we find ourselves in Exodus chapter 19, as we're reading our Bible through this year, Israel is gathered around. They've come out of Egypt. God has taken them and taken care of them so far, about 3 months of travel. He's brought them up to Mount Sinai, and here they are standing before the throne of the mountain of God, that God is coming down. He's set up temporary home here. Moses is going back and forth, speaking with God, turning back down to Israel and telling them what all God is saying. They're in the process of worshiping God for the first time ever. Not in captivity, as a nation, God is right there in their midst. And God begins to tell Israel what he expects and what he desires and what he wants. And Israel says some really good things. And we're going to find out, if we come back tonight in particular, we'll find out that their talk, their words, although they sounded good, they didn't last. It wasn't what was in their heart. And that's the issue we want to look at this day. Let's begin by reading chapter 19, verses 1 through 8. In the third month after the children of Israel had gone out from the land of Egypt, on the same day they came to the wilderness of Sinai. For they had departed from Rephidim and come to the wilderness of Sinai and camped in the wilderness. And so Israel camped there before the mountain. And Moses went up to the mountain, and the Lord called to him from the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob and all the children of Israel, You have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings, and brought you to myself. Now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenants, then you shall have a special treasure to be above all people, for all the earth is mine. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the children of Israel. So Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before them all the words which the Lord commanded him. Listen to verse 8. Then all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord has spoken, we will do. So Moses brought back the words of the people to the Lord. And the Lord had his blessings, the reading of his word. We find in verses 5 and the first part of 6, the condition for God's blessings upon Israel. You know, the choices are all around us. And it's one of those interesting things that God has placed within us, the ability to choose how we're going to respond to situations that come across us in life. I mean, God had the ability, he could have made us robots, right? Mm-hmm. He could have made us and forced us to do certain things and act in certain ways. But he gives us the ability to choose how we're going to respond. And I'll be honest with you, I appreciate that. Because you see, God knows our heart, right? We understand that God in his omniscience, he knows our heart already. When we choose how we're going to respond, what that does, it allows us to know our heart and where we truly stand. Think about that for a moment. How could I know if I ever truly loved God if I was forced to do what he wanted me to do at the beginning? By allowing me the opportunity to choose how I'm going to respond to God, I get to measure my own heart, my own love, and my own recognition and relationship to God. Is that pretty cool or what?
Amen.
God is awesome, isn't he? And all this process he lays out for Israel a conditional statement. He says, I want you to be a kingdom of priests. I want you to be set apart from the rest of the world. I want to bless the world through you. And I'll do this if. Anytime you hear if followed by a then in the Bible, there's a condition with it. And God is speaking out to Israel and says, if you will obey my covenants, if you will follow and just do what I've laid out before you to do. You think about this. Israel's coming out of Egypt, and they have multiple gods, and they can do all kinds of things. God has set already his heart out. And he says, this I'm going to lay out for you. You've already given me part of my covenant promise that I'm going to bless you. I'm going to, through you as Israel, as a nation, I'm going to provide salvation for the world. We're fixing to get to the Ten Commandments, the capstone of what God expected Israel to live by. The goal of the world, if you will, the standard set before the world in his promise. And he lays it out for Israel. And all he's saying before he ever gets to that point in chapter 20, he says, if you'll just obey me, I will bless your socks off. You will be exalted. You'll be special. You'll be my people if you will just obey me. That don't sound very hard and very difficult, right? I mean, let's face it. Think about Israel. They just left Egypt, but before they left Egypt, they went through the 10 plagues that the Egyptians went through. Was it easy for Israel? No. I mean, think about this. Remember all those frogs that came into Egypt? When they said all those frogs died, they were shoveling them out to the side of the street. You ever been around anything that dies? This thing just... Okay. Think about where they are now. They're in a pretty hot climate. Sun beating down. If you ever been around something that's dead with the sun beating down on it, it don't take long for the smell to become aromatic, if you get my drift. There were loads of frogs laying around. And then they got to the cattle. When the Dead Sea turned to blood and all the fish died. You talk about a smell. Ooh, that's rough. All these things together, although they did not affect Israel directly because God was putting it on the Egyptians, Israel lived through this. They were not unexposed to all this that was going on. I suspect when they began to watch the lightning and flashing going through the sky and all the hailstones coming down and people being killed by the hail and the houses being destroyed and all these things, Israel was watching. They saw God's mighty hand. And then when God led them out of Egypt, they ransacked, they plundered Egypt with all the gold. Jasper and I were talking about this earlier. All the gold and the silver and the bronze that was used to make the tabernacle. If you read the NLT version, there were thousands of pounds of gold and silver and brass and copper and all these things together. They plundered Egypt from slaves to absolutely wiping Egypt out of their preciousness, the jewels, everything else. And as they came out, the Egyptian army was chasing them down. God opened up the waters and Israel crossed over on dry land through the midst of the sea, and then he clashed together and wiped out the armies of Egypt. When they thirsted, God gave them water. When they were hungry, God gave them food. And I don't know if there's still quail in Egypt or not, but they ought to be. There's enough on there, wasn't there? He provided for them every step of the way. Now at the mountain of God, he simply says, if you would just trust me, if you will obey me, I'll take care of you. Isn't that pretty cool that God would do that? Mm-hmm. Then, if you will do this, then I will. God can, is able, and it's up to us to follow him. Will we be able to do that? Israel, gosh, man, I mean, they had everything they could have possibly thought they needed. Honestly. They had God. They had it all. What do we have? Maybe some of you are going through some circumstances of life today that you're just, I mean, man, I don't know how I'm going to make it through this. God has promised also the same concept to us. If you will just follow me. It may not be easy, but what you're going to go through, it may be very difficult, but I will never leave you nor forsake you. I'll be right there with you all the way, lifting you up, holding you, directing you. Will you just place your trust in me and follow me? See, it sounded easy for Israel, right? Sometimes it don't sound so easy for us, does it? Oh, preacher, you don't know the circumstances of life I'm going through right now. I don't have to. God does. God knows what you're going through. He designed you. He created you. He has a purpose for you. And he knows exactly where you are in life. Isn't it awesome that we serve a God that knows where we are? Knows the issues we're going through. And has promised that he's not just going to sit back and go, okay, you're on your own now. Let's go close together. We can make it. Just trust me. Man, that's awesome to think about a loving God that cares about us that much. And that's the way God was with Israel, and nothing has changed with us today through Christ. Mm-hmm. Isn't that amazing? Mm-hmm. Totally awesome. If we will obey God, trust him, and follow his lead, then we will receive the blessings that God has in store for us. And through us, God will reach out and build his kingdom. Isn't that amazing? God wants to use us. He designed us to be used in such a way that it would build his kingdom. We'll make contact with people. We'll connect with people and share God's hope and love as we go through life. That it's just awesome that he wants to use me. Not just that he can or perhaps if, but he wants to use me. He wants to use you to be a part of building his kingdom. Mm-hmm. If, collectively, if, personally, we will just follow God, he'll use us to build his kingdom. That's powerful. Let's look again at verse 8. Now, this is a phenomenal piece when we begin to look at all of what Israel went through. Verse 8. Then all the people answered and said, all that the Lord has spoken, we will do. The response of affirmation. Are we quick with words?
Mm-hmm.
Too quick sometimes. All that the Lord has spoken, we will do. And notice when he said all, the people said yes. Everybody was in unison. We're talking about over 1 million people pulled out of Egypt, named Israelites. Later on, all people stated that they would all do what God said they would want them to do. I can tell you right now, these Jews coming out of Egypt weren't Southern Baptists. All of them were in agreement at the same time. Just say it. All of them were in agreement. All of us will do. Isn't it amazing what we can say, even from the best of intentions, what we can say when we're in a big group effort? And we can connect with others, and we can get encouragement, and we can get caught on into something that's exciting. And we can voice our opinion and say we're going to do something and get in the middle of it. And pretty soon, when we go home and get by ourselves again, it starts to wear off pretty thin, don't it? You ever seen somebody like that kind of do that kind of atmosphere, pulling away and not doing what they said they would do? A lot of times people will say something in the heat of the moment, but I think sometimes, and especially in Israel's case, I believe they really, truly wanted to do what was right. They wanted to say from the bottom of the heart, I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow you, God. And folks, they hadn't been around exposed to God as they see him right now for all that long. They failed very shortly after making this promise. If you come out tonight, we're going to follow up with that a little bit more, so I don't want to put too much of a spoiler out, but they messed up. It didn't take them very long. Why? Because he took their eyes off of God. They did the same thing that often happens in churches today, in people's day. In churches principally, most churches will have what they call stated values. What we value as a church. I've seen lists in some churches up to about 12 or 15 things we value, blah, 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 blah. We value, blah, blah, all the way down. Some churches don't have stated values as such, but they roll them into other things. The problem is a stated value in church most often really does follow what the Bible says, which is a good thing. But you ever heard the expression, the Sunday school answer? You'll ask a question, they'll give you the right answer according to the Bible, but that's not what they really mean. Y'all heard the expression, Sunday school answer before?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's interaction here. When people give those type of answers, they know the right answer, but it may not be what they really mean. It may not be the intent of the heart. That's where we go down to actual value. The actual value of a person, of a church, of a conglomerate of churches and an association. The actual values are demonstrated by actions. Let's look at this kind of laid out. Is evangelism something that the Bible says that we need to be really focused on and really, really, really pushing and really doing? Mm-hmm. Okay? If a church has a stated value of we value evangelism, but nobody is out sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ, is that a stated value or an actual value? It's a stated value. Let's go a step further. Let's say with worship, or let's use discipleship. Let's say that we value discipleship. Well, is that discipleship training, or is that being like Christ? You see, in the Great Commission, Jesus said, teach them to observe, to do, to become part of life and everything that they learn that I have taught you to do. God's Word. To do it. That's not just a Sunday night thing. That's not even just a Sunday night and Wednesday night thing. That is a lifestyle of application. Do you ever heard people talk about in the church, well, that church is full of hypocrites? You know, people that say stuff on Sunday, that dress up real fine and pretty and come on and boy, they look so good on Sunday, but the rest of the week you can't tell who they are because they're acting way different. That's not discipleship. They may have gone to discipleship training. They may have learned all of those good, proper church terms. But folks, unless it's applied in life daily, that's not discipleship. So a stated value may be we value discipleship. But if you watch the people as they live out life, you'll learn quickly if that's a stated value or an actual value. I can tell you, Riverside Heights Baptist Church, we may value discipleship by word. But in our children's department, between Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night, more than half of our classes are absent teachers. How can we equip our students, our children, our grandchildren? How can we equip them to be followers of Christ if we don't have the proper people and classrooms to teach them? Stated value or actual value? I want to bring out what we have at Riverside Heights. We don't have stated values, but they're incorporated within our mission and our vision statements. Let me read, in case you've never seen them before. Riverside Heights vision statement is a church in the heart of the community with a heart for the world. We're in the middle of the community, there's no doubt. But do we really care about the world? And the world starts at the doorstep, by the way. Our mission statement, Riverside Heights exists for fellowship, nurturing, and to accomplish its threefold purpose. Worship, the praise and adoration of God. Witness, the proclamation of the gospel of Jesus Christ through word and deed. Service, meeting the spiritual and physical needs of all people. By these activities, we testify to the world the presence of Jesus Christ in our lives, and we are instruments in reconciling all people to God. Do we really come to church to worship? Or do we come to church because it's Sunday and that's what we do? To worship, if we're really going to worship, it takes time and preparation. It really takes time to prepare, to come together with other people, and to meet God. When we walk into the church doors and walk down the aisle, the first time we pray all week long is when we join in with the opening prayer. Are we really preparing to worship? Are we ready to meet God when we come in? Through the songs, through the written word, the preached word, the prayer line, the offering, all this together. Is that a stated value or a real value that we're looking at when we go through this? To the witness, to the proclamation of Jesus Christ. We affirm that that is important. And I don't dare ask for a show of hands, but I want you to think about this question. When was the last time you even attempted to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with somebody? See, when it becomes important to us, we're going to find those opportunities because we're going to be praying for them. We're going to be looking for them, trying to be putting them in our paths as we go through life to allow us to connect with people. We may not be able to tell the whole gospel. We may not be able to help people come to a knowledge of Christ one-on-one. It average takes 6 to 7 times for a person to hear the gospel message before they come to Christ as Savior. You may be number 4. But what if you choose not to because that's not something you value very much? As a church, we state we do. That's part of who we are as a church. But is it? The service, meeting the spiritual and the physical needs of people. There's a lot of things we do that are very good at Riverside Heights, meeting the physical and spiritual needs of people. Can we do better? Yes. When we begin to value people, the way God wants us to value people as a church. We began to see people and the needs are there. We began to minister. Even better than we do now. To reach out to people. You see what we're getting at? It's easy to say how much we love God. Sing about how much we love God. But in our actions, are we showing people that we really love God? Are we showing people that Jesus has come into our hearts and made a difference in our lives? And that same Jesus wants to make an impact in the world around us. When we begin to really get it, Jesus begins to change us. We're not the same as who we were. It's a transformation. And man, when we begin to transform, it's like that caterpillar that goes inside that comb. And when it comes out, it looks totally different and it's beautiful. That's Jesus inside of us, turning us into beauty. Attracting other people, not to ourselves, but to who is living in us. And that's Jesus. What are your values? Are you backing up what you say is important by how you live your life? As individual, are we as a church? Perhaps it's time to really begin to live Jesus. Really begin to let him live through us and connect to a lost and dying world so that they can hear the truth about God's love. It begins by having that relationship with Christ. Do you know for sure that you have established that relationship with Christ? By grace, God's grace, coming down through Christ, we reach out by faith and ask him to come into our heart and save us. We can't do it. We can't work for it. There's nothing we can do whatsoever. It's simply by faith. Would you trust Jesus if you've never done that before? Trust him to come into your heart by asking him to forgive you of your sins and to save you. If you have that foundation with Christ, are you allowing him to live through you in such a way that he's transforming you into his likeness? Placing his values and grabbing hold of those and living them wherever we go. God knows our heart. And he allows us to choose how we're going to respond so that we can know our heart too. It's easy to talk and read the word. Father, I pray that in this time of invitation, that you would put upon our heart those things that you desire for us to be coming to you with. For someone here today who has never accepted you as Savior, that today would be the day of salvation, that you would be in their mind, their heart, pulling them to you, to a relationship through faith. Father, for us who are going through life doing what we want and playing church, playing religion, playing all this, that we would quit playing and that we would really commit ourselves to you. Because, Father, it is about you. It's not about us. It's about you. It's about your kingdom work. It's about you beginning to live through us in such a way that we become different, that we become molded into who you are. Father, help us to be real with you, real with ourselves. In Christ I pray.